Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 10th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. So, Taurus, what we have here is fragmented energy, and then we have milestone. Some of you may finally have gotten to a point where you've got so much going on. Maybe you had everything sewed up in a pretty little bow, and now you're looking at things going, holy crap. You may feel like things are slowing down finally, which could be that they're. Um, Oh, okay. You may not feel very confident. Yeah, it seems like things are slowing down, could be slowing down to a crawl, but Spirit wants you to know you're highly successful. That's a sign of success for you. Is that the change? And I'm seeing transformation, which Tower is a huge transformation, right? If it's not Tower, then it's death. That's the transformation indeed, right? And okay, those two are there. So what we have is pretty interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Let me make sure that there's no cards flipped over in this one. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles over the whole reading speaks a lot about how there's some things that may, for some of you, you may feel like something is missing, like some small detail missing, and that you are diligently trying to put the pieces back together in a sense that maybe what you feel is slowing you down, or something, because I keep seeing a turtle here. So like a tortoise or a turtle, which is good luck, but also is like maybe could be a symbol of, hey, I feel, I feel like something is not moving as fast as I would like. King of Wands, the Tower, Emperor, and Ten of Wands with fragmented energy usually is signifying as feeling a little bit scattered. And so a lot of the scattered energy would have to do with you feeling like they're showing that you've arrived, like you've it's important to have a plan. I just want to throw out here, it's important for you to have a plan, but it also is speaking a lot about how um, you may feel like you're doing a lot, like everything is riding on your shoulders, or whatever plans you implement, you are in charge. And that may have you all over the place, right? It seems as though you may feel like you're all over the place because although you are in charge, you may also feel like you're an apprentice. Um, for some of you, right? So it could be anything like, okay, this year, say this is, we talk about holidays, right? Perhaps you're hosting holidays. This is your first time doing it, kind of vibe. Like, I don't even actually know what to do. I'm not really sure exactly what to do in that kind of in that capacity, but you are in charge nonetheless. For some of you, right? Because I'm seeing that you are now the head of something, and that may be a huge shift, right? Now we have the Six of Wands and the Two of Swords, with milestone is saying almost that you have no other option but to be successful, and that if you plan things properly, you plan it right, take your time, things will work out wonderfully. And that's one thing I can say about Taurus. I don't think that you will ever get anywhere trying to rush a Taurus to get something done. If they are not doing it on their time, you are in trouble, because they, when I say, have you ever been to a Taurus's party? Everything is perfect. Everything, the food is immaculate, the food is on time. I will always go to a Thanksgiving dinner that Taurus puts on. Why? Because the food will not be, we won't be waiting until the end of days to eat. It will be early. And I love it. I love how you guys put things together. I want to, and I'm just throwing that out there only because Spirit is kind of throwing out here that you're in charge of something. Um, but they're also speaking a lot about the relationships you have with other people. That one thing is for certain, that the relationships that you have with your family or friends or your significant other is about to deepen. And so that is going to look different. It's going to feel different. And because of the transformation quality, because of the fact that you may have been catering to a person to some degree, right? And now may realize what matters to you most, and that it's important that what matters to you counts. It is part, it is something that is considered, that you are counted in of like the considerations of things, like we're accommodating Taurus and Taurus's person, or Taurus and your relative or your friend. They're showing that you are supported in every way, and that the love will conquer everything, right? So they're showing a lot of energy of that. They're not speaking just about romantic relationships. They're speaking about all the relationships, things that matter to you, people that are connected to you on a soul level. And so they're saying that these things are up to you. right? That you need to understand, for one, and this is something that you've got to do for you. Others cannot tell you anything. They can't help you with this. They can't tell you what your purpose is. You are here for a purpose, and you're meant to learn and realize what truly matters to you. You really are meant to do this. And so by doing so, you may see the angel numbers like 999 quite a bit. That, and if you do, that is a sign that you need to release. That there's something here about realizing that, um, especially if you're going through financial problems. I'm seeing financial issues for some of you, and I'm seeing if you may feel like your money is being tied up or held up. The reason for that is because certain things are ending in your life. Now you have the tower, which is signifying the transformation and the ending, right? And so that you may have better opportunities. And these are opportunities that they're out of your control. So there's something that's ending that's out of your control in the first place and beginning to flow back in that's completely out of your control. They're showing that um, you may have been moving slow. Though for some of you, for this to be here, sometimes when the tower comes in, a lot of times the tower would signify that maybe you took your time. Now you are at the mercy of spirit, but spirit is supporting you. And so they're saying, well, it's taking Taurus a while to get to this point, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for them. um, if you're experiencing significant change or conclusions, right, a lot of conclusions to things ending, um, it's important to kind of view your life as a series of cycles or chapters. It's very helpful to look at, okay, I went through a phase where I was well off, and I went through a phase where I was not. And to really look at what needs to change and start realizing what truly matters in these situations. Look at your life, look at where you've come from. The milestone is saying that you have no choice but to either have success in your life or to see success, even the moments when you feel like you're not. Even right now, if you feel like you're not, there's a lot of success that you could be uh, I guess focusing on, right? And also too, understanding what matters to you in those moments. What success mattered to you most? Which one? Which time? What, like details, or like what is it about these scenarios that you've been in that you really liked or cared about or felt like you were fulfilling your purpose? Because sometimes our purpose, it doesn't pay very well, right? Sometimes you feel like your purpose. I know for me, I feel like this is my purpose. You're not going to become a millionaire, but it's something within my spirit that I'm saying, spirit, I know that this is what I need to do, and I know that this is my calling. So therefore, I'm going to do it, and I know that you will take care of me. I know that you are supporting me in some way. And so, because all my life has culminated to this point, I kid you not, every little point. One day I'm going to tell my story, but every single thing that happened in my life brought me to this point. But your higher self with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Now, this tells me that your higher self is telling you that you have been successful at building beautiful connections and relationships, even the ones you just met, the fly by night people that you just like, I just met them in the store. They're showing that your higher self is wanting to connect to people, and wanting to be your full authentic self, like be able to say what's at the top of your head right away, because a lot of times you have been thinking these things over for some time and you just don't say. And they're showing that it's mostly because you are afraid to overwhelm other people. And I don't see fear necessarily, but that if you're scattered, it's like, I don't want to overwhelm anyone. I also don't want to come off as being domineering or controlling, but I just want to be able to say what I need to say. I want to be able to, you may feel like your purpose is to be um, real, raw. And some of you, communication, you may feel like you are a very passionate communicator, and you have a way with words, and words that stand the test of time. These aren't just words that people say and it's like, I forgot what Taurus said. These are things that stick. Your higher self is saying that this is the type of energy, like you want to feel free enough to be your true self with people and just be saying what it is that you need to say. And so they're saying that there's a lot of connections on a soul level that you have, right? And that these people are going to love you no matter what. They're going to be there for you. They're going to be open to whatever it is that you have to say. They're going to, no matter what, spirit's saying that you're going to be loved regardless, right? Page of Cups and Three of Pentacles with deception here tells me that you may feel disappointed, that you may feel like you need to work on things. That is a deception. What's not true is that you need to work on yourself. You need to, you're letting people down, right? Disappointed about certain things. They're throwing out here too that the deception is that you don't have connections, that you need to work on building them. You need to work on connecting with people. And that's not necessarily true. Spirit is saying that you have what you have if you want that to be, right? If you want connections to be what the, deeper, you can have that. They're already there. It's nothing. There's nothing to it. They're showing that as well, that justice is coming, but most of the justice would have to do with, maybe you feel like you've been treated unfairly. Perhaps you feel like you may feel like you're not supported, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that you may not be fully your authentic self. Maybe you're not putting it out there and being your authentic self. And so Spirit wants to bring the attention to this, and wants you to understand that the deception is that you're not giving your all, you're not doing enough. None of that is true. You don't have to work on anything else. You don't have to master your art of communication. What you have to do is just be your full authentic self. You will be loved and accepted. You won't be rejected for what you're saying or doing. Not with the real soul tribe that you have with the, surrounding you. They're saying that you are very much so supported. So I guess shock people. Shock. You may be slow to warm up, but when you do, I'm seeing relationships deepen and love conquering all things, right? And I hope that makes sense. I hope this all makes sense, because that's what they're showing. You could be dealing with an Aries quite strongly. We also have we have Scorpio main signs here. We also have Capricorn, Virgo, another Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio is already here. And we have Leo or Sagittarius. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp. Dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp. We have Pisces Aries cusp. Um, Leo Virgo cusp, or Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, or a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.